Okay, so I can see 9 people over here, I think, including me and all. Anyways, so uh, okay, okay. Just confirm if you can see me and hear me. Everybody can hear me. ସମସ୍ତେ ମୋତେ ଦେଖିପାରୁଛ ଶୁଣିପାରୁଛ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you. Uh, so Rashmi ma'am 2 दिन ତଳେ ସେ ଆସିଲେ ଆଉ ମୋତେ କହିଲେ କି I should take this class, environmental biotechnology. So before I start, କେତେଟା ଜିନିଷ I should talk about. Uh, so I understand that ତମମାନେ ସବୁ MSc botany students, second year. I have done my BTech in biotechnology, no, and my MTech in bioinformatics. So this particular paper is very crucial for us. Okay. So more ajira aim would be to just take some introduction, ठीक है, ଆମେ ତାର background ବିଷୟରେ ବୁଝିବା, and then ତାର I mean like syllabus ଦେଖିବା କ'ଣ ଅଛି ଏଥିରେ। syllabusର କପି ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ଅଛି? syllabus, ଏଇ ପେପରର syllabus?
No, sir.
No, sir.
ନାହିଁ?
नहीं
नहीं,
सर।
sir.
ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି, କିଛି ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ ନାହିଁ। ସୋ ଆମେ ଡିସ୍କସ୍ କରିବା syllabusରେ କ'ଣ ଅଛି, ତାପରେ ଆମେ ତାକୁ ଦେଖିପାରିବା, ହେଲା। All right, so let me present my screen. Just a moment. Okay, ମୋ slide ଦେଖାଯାଉଛି?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So the title of this particular paper is Environmental Biotechnology. So we will first look at the syllabus for this particular course. Okay. So basically this subject consists of 5 different units, and what you can see over here is the first unit over here is microbiology. ତମର microbiology କିଛି paper ଥିଲା ଆଗରୁ କିଛି microbiology paper?
Yes, sir.
ଥିଲା କି microbiology ପଢା ହେଇଛି ଆଗରୁ? କି यूजी रे पढ़िଛ ତମର BSc ରେ?
हाँ, sir. पिला सा पेपर।
Okay, okay. So we will not go into the basics, the organisms and all, ସେଟା ଆମେ ଦେଖିବାନି, but what we'll look at is the microbiology, that is ଆମର environmental biotechnology ପାଇଁ ଯାହା ଦରକାର ଆମେ ସେ portion को focus କରିବା। Okay. So the first unit over here consists of microbiology of the water. So ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଆମର ତା word ଆମେ use କରୁଛେ is aquatic, ହେଲା। So ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା aquatic environment ରେ what all organisms, microorganisms exists, and we'll talk about some of the diseases that is caused by them. Water ପରେ ଆମର ଆସିଲା air. Okay. So what organisms occur in the air and what could be used for our purpose. Then the most important resource is soil. Okay, so we will talk about the layers of the soil, okay, the classification, and how soil microbiology is related to the environmental microbiology. And the most important part we'll look at is the biogeochemical cycle. So এই কেসରେ ଆମେ ବହୁତ ଗୁଡ଼ା cycles ଏଠି ଅଛି, but ଆମେ focus କରିବା carbon cycle, sulfur, nitrogen and phosphorus. ଆଉ ଆଜିକା କ୍ଲାସରେ I will also ଟିକେ ମୁଁ nitrogen ଆଉ phosphorus ବିଷୟରେ I'll mention. I will not talk about the cycle, but we will talk about nitrogen and phosphorus as important resources. Okay, ଆମର କେମିତି ସେଟା ୟୁଜ୍ ହେଉଛି ଆମେ ତା ବିଷୟରେ କଥା ହେବା. So this is part of the first unit, that is the microbiology portion of the um, environmental biotechnology. Next, we talk about eutrophication. ହେଲା यूनिट 2 ଆମର ଅଛି यूट्रोफिकेशन. यूट्रोफिकेशन इज बेसिकली ତମେ ଜାଣିଛ ତମର we have different ଆମର କ'ଣ କହନ୍ତି ତାକୁ ତମର ଫିଲ୍ଡ ହେଲା ଏବଂ ତମର ପଣ୍ଡ ହେଲା ଗାଁରେ ପଣ୍ଡ ଥିବ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଅଲ୍ ବିକଜ ଏଇ ଫର୍ଟିଲାଇଜର ସବୁ ଆମେ ଯାହା କ୍ଷେତର ଫର୍ଟିଲାଇଜର ଥାଏ ସେଥିରେ ସେ ଯେବେ ପହଞ୍ଚିଯାଏ ତା ଉପରେ ଗଛ ସବୁ ହେଇଯାଏ. So basically the surface of the um, water is covered by all of this vegetation. ମାନେ ତା ଉପରେ I don't know ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ପିକ୍ଚର ଦେଖିପାରିଲେ ଭଲ ହୁଅନ୍ତା. ଗୋଟେ ମିନିଟ୍ ମୋତେ ଦିଅ. ୟୁଟ୍ରୋଫିକେସନ୍ ଦେଖିବା କିଛି ଫଟୋଜ. ଓକେ, ଓକେ ଏଇଟା ଦେଖାଉଛି ତୁମକୁ. Let us see the eutrophication. ହେଲା ଏଇଟା ତମେ ଦେଖିପାରୁଥିବ କେତେ ଆଉ ତମ ମେ ବି if ତମର ଗାଁରେ କି କେଉଁ ଜାଗାରେ ଯେଉଁଠି ଅଛ ତମେ ସେଠି ପାଣି ସଫା କରୁଥିବେ ଦେନ୍ ଏଇଟା ଏମିତି ହେଉନଥିବ, ବଟ୍ ବିକଜ ଅଫ୍ ଫର୍ଟିଲାଇଜର ହେଲା କି ଏମିତି ହେଲା, ସୋ this particular eutrophication a particular phenomenon को କୁହାଯାଏ ହେଲା. ତ ବେସିକଲି ପ୍ଲାଣ୍ଟ ଗ୍ରୋଥ ହେଇଯାଏ ପାଣି ଉପରେ. ସୋ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ ଆର ବହୁତ ଗୁଡ଼ା ଅଛି. ବିକଜ ଅଫ୍ ଦିସ୍ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ ଯେଉଁ ଫିଶେସ୍ ଥାନ୍ତି ମାଛ ଥାନ୍ତି ଯାହା ଭିତରେ ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ଅକ୍ସିଜେନ୍ ମିଳେନି. ସୋ ଏଇଟା ବି ଆମେ ଟିକେ ପଢ଼ିବା ଆମ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ୟୁନିଟ୍ରେ ଆମେ ପଢ଼ିବା. ଓକେ, so okay, let me go back to my slide. Let's see. So this was eutrophication, right? Okay. All right, so ଏଇଟା ଆମେ ଦେଖିଲୁ eutrophication. So eutrophication and microbial changes introduced by organic and inorganic pollutants. So organic हो कि inorganic हो जो भी हम pollution आସୁଛି ତା ପାଇଁ how eutrophication is caused है. So it आ विषय हमें पढ़िବା. Then we look at phosphorus and nitrogen. It's very crucial. हमें first unit रे हमें देखिले nitrogen and phosphorus cycle. So we'll also see how phosphorus and nitrogen is responsible for eutrophication. And obviously, if I'm got a problem, so we should also discuss about the solution. So we will talk about the process for how to control this particular eutrophication over here. All right. Our second unit, our topic related to microbiology, that is microorganisms in extreme environments. Okay. So when we discuss about microorganisms, we'll also talk about कि को habitat रे ସେମାନେ ମିଳନ୍ତି, so को environment ରେ ସେମାନେ ମିଳନ୍ତି. ଆଉ କେତେଟା ଏମିତି ମାଇକ୍ରୋ ଅର୍ଗାନିଜମ୍ସ ଅଛନ୍ତି that is found in very difficult situations. So ବହୁତ different type ର ଆମେ ପଢିବା in different environments acidophile. So ଏଇ ଯୋଉ philo, okay, philo ର ଅର୍ଥ ହେଲା to like or love, okay, like or love. So acidophilic would mean the microorganisms जो acidic environment को पसंद करते हैं. Alkalophilic is alkaline, alkaline environment. Thermophilic is could be high temperature. Barophilic is again high pressure. Osmophilic so बहुत बड़ा तुम देख पार्छ extreme environment रे भी microorganisms exist करते. So we will talk about these extreme environments. We'll talk about what are the different microorganisms that exist in these extreme environments. How तार application में देखिबा कि कोथरे से use है पारे, how they can be used for. So first unit, second unit, then third unit ଆମେ ଦେଖୁଛୁ is something called microbial treatment of wastewater. Okay, wastewater again ଆମେ ଆଜି ଦେଖିବା କି water is a very important resource for us, and ଆମ ଯାହା ପାଣି ୟୁଜ୍ କଲା ପରେ ତାକୁ ଆମେ generally କହୁଛୁ wastewater. ତ wastewater କୁ reuse କରିବା ପାଇଁ so we'll have to do some treatment. କାହିଁକି reuse କରିବା ତା ବିଷୟରେ ମୁଁ କହିବି, but ତା ଆଗରୁ third unit talks about wastewater. So ଏଥିରେ ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା କି water quality ଆମେ କେମିତି ଆମେ ଦେଖିପାରିବା, how microbial assessment of water quality. So water ରେ କ'ଣ microorganisms ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେଇଟା how we can assess, ହେଲା how we can find out କ'ଣ ଅଛି ଆମର ଏଇ particular environment ରେ. ତାପରେ we will talk about the water treatment process, waste water treatment process, କେମିତି ତାକୁ ट्रीटमेंट करा जाय पारे आउ केमती ताको रीयूज करा जाय पारे. सो एथि ए केस रे हमर बहुत गुडा एंटी प्रिंसिपल्स अछि. सेडिमेंटेशन हैला, तापरे एरोबिक सस्पेंडेड ग्रोथ, एरोबिक अटैच्ड ग्रोथ, एनारोबिक सस्पेंडेड ग्रोथ, एनारोबिक अटैच्ड ग्रोथ, हमर बहुत गुडा एंटी अप्रोच अछि. सो हमें एई विषय रे पढिबो. तापरे फाइनली वी हैव एडवांस्ड टर्शियरी प्रोसेस, सो सॉलिड रिमूवल, nitrogen removal, phosphorus removal, disinfection. So basically जहाँ भी हमारे वेस्ट वाटर का यूज होची हमें तार विषय हमें पढ़िबा थर्ड यूनिट. ओके, fourth is bioremediation, है. So basically bioremediation is responsible कि हमारो environment रे किछि the pollution आसे. तो if pollution है, suppose गोटे एग्जांपल मैं देबी जो हमारो ऑयल टैंकर सब था, जो हमर शिप रे जो ऑयल आसे हमर मिडिल ईस्ट को कि जो जगह आसे, केबे केबे से शिप रे एक्सीडेंट हेले से ऑयल टा कोन हुए से समुद्र रे ये जाए. तो से सेमिति जेबे ऑयल आउ तुम जानि छ ऑयल इज लाइटर देन वाटर एंड इट फ्लोट्स. आउ say because that happens, it causes lot of harm to the environment, to the animals, to the human population, both bada the problems. So in order to address that pollution, amaro ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ method ହେଉଛି bioremediation. So ଆମେ fourth unit ରେ will talk about bioremediation. ବହୁତ ଗୁଡ଼ା ତାର types ଅଛି. ତାପରେ ex situ, in situ, the different situations which bioremediation करा जाय पारे. We'll also talk about bioaugmentation, biostimulation. ଏଟା ସବୁ processes ଅଛି, ହେଲା. ଆଉ ତାପରେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ method we will also look at is the biological filtration. So how the air can be filtered, water can be filtered, okay, how microbes can be used for heavy metal detoxification. Heavy metal माने हमारा particular metals that are classified as heavy metal in the periodic table. So chemistry जहाँ तुम पढ़ी. So we'll talk about microorganisms that will be able to remove these heavy metals from the environment. So this is the particular fourth unit. And finally we talk about the biodegradation. So ଦୁଇଟା important ଆମେ ଦେଖିପାରୁଛୁ aerobic anaerobic degradation ଦୁଇଟା processes ଅଛି. So microorganisms either through aerobic in the presence of oxygen or anaerobic in the absence of oxygen, they are able to break down the particular what you can say materials. Okay. How then we'll also talk about xenobiotics. Okay, so basically things like which is not biodegradable automatically. So ତାର ବି ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା how they are able to degrade that, how microorganisms are able to degrade these things as well. ठीक ଅଛି. The last topic we have is the microbial degradation of pesticides. So this is the particular syllabus जोटा हमने पढ़िबा ए particular course रे. So I mean since तुमମାନଙ୍କୁ अगर syllabus ନାହିଁ, I'll be sending you this slide. Okay, so hope you can ଏଇଟା ଦେଖିପାରିବ ଆଉ ଏଇଟା ବୁଝିପାରିବ. So as and when ଦରକାର ପଡ଼େ ଏଇଟା ଆମେ refer କରିବା ଆଉ ତାକୁ ବୁଝିବା. So before I go any further, ହେଲା, so since the name of this particular class is called environmental biotechnology, हमको जानने को पड़ेगा कि कहीं why do we need this particular environmental biotechnology. अच्छा, before we go further, these are the references and books. କେତେଟା ମୋ ପାଖରେ ଅଛି ସେଇଟା ମୁଁ ତମ ପାଖକୁ I'll also try to send it to you. I think ଯୋଉମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି you have shared your email address, so I will try to send it to all of you, and then we'll try to see what can be done over here. ଠିକ ଅଛି. ଆଉ ଯାହା ବି ମୁଁ ପଢ଼େଇବି ତମେ ଏଇ ବହିରେ ତମେ ପାଇପାରିବ. Along with that, I have my slides. So slides ମୁଁ ଯାହା ପଠେଇବି ସେଇଟା ତମେ as a reference use କରିବ, so that ଆଉ ବି କିଛି ତମକୁ ପଢ଼ିବାର ଅଛି ତ ଏଇ ବହିମାନଙ୍କ ଭିତରୁ କିଛି ବି ତମେ ନେଇପାରିବ ଆଗକୁ. So before we start off with giving the definition for environmental biotechnology, ଆମେ ଟିକେ ଆର background ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା କାହିଁକି this particular subject is very important. So if you look at the background, since ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ ଆମେ example ନେବା, in the 1970s US United States ଗୋଟେ EPA established. EPA is Environmental Protection Agency. So the Environmental Protection Agency was basically ଗୋଟେ organization ଯୋଉଟା ଆମର environment protection ପାଇଁ establish ହେଇଥିଲା United States. So ତାଙ୍କର ତେବେ in 1970 କଥା କହୁଛି. So when it was formed, the major concern was water pollution. 8 terms would are important. देखो water pollution of rivers, streams and lakes. So this was one area of concern. Our major area of concern was air pollution or land contamination. ଏଇ ତିନିଟା major area ତାଙ୍କର focus ଥିଲା. Water pollution, air pollution and particular land pollution. But if you look from 1970, almost 50 years have passed. Okay, and since then the world population has doubled. The world population is almost 5 billion. Okay, 5 to 6 billion, and almost 1 billion people stay in India, and another billion in China, and rest of the people stay in other parts of the world. So because our population बढ़ुची, the natural resources, okay, or whatever हमको मिलुची directly, okay, the availability of some of the natural resources is shrinking, कमी जाउची, ହେଲା. तमरो we talk about आजिकली तुम जानिଛ petrol रो price is increasing, right? So petrol is a natural resource, but then that is very limited. Okay, but ତମେ ଜାଣିଥିବ there are two categories, ଗୋଟେ ହେଉଛି renewable versus non renewable. କେହି ମୋତେ କହିପାରିବେ କି ଏଇ ୱାର୍ଡ ଆଗରୁ ଶୁଣିଛ? Renewable resources or non-renewable resources?
Yes, sir.
Uh, uh,
Yes.
uh, if you can give me some examples of renewable resources of energy, renewable sources of energy, କିଛି example ଦେଇପାରିବ କି? Renewable resources or non-renewable resources?
Water.
Yes, water. Water is a co-resource, renewable ki non-renewable?
Renewable, sir.
Okay, thank you. Water, yes.
Wind,
Sunlight.
Huh? Go out there.
Sunlight.
Sunlight, okay. Solar energy,
winds,
okay.
Internet.
Sorry, out there. Out there, go.
winds, sir.
Wind, okay. Wind. Okay, great. So both good renewable resource. The purpose of renewable is basically ଆମେ ତାକୁ use କଲେ ବି ସେଟା it is exists. Okay, so somehow we are able to get back. Non-renewable ରେ ଆମେ କହିବା fossil fuels. We were talking about petrol. Okay, so petrol or diesel, whatever. So non-renewable.
Let's say so, sir.
କୋଲା ସେ ଥିବ ହବା।
Mm-hmm.